Hey, I'm Erin. I'm with Trailside Property Group in Asheville, North Carolina. And today we are going over a couple of terms that we use here in North Carolina real estate: due diligence money and earnest money. So let's talk about due diligence money first. So when you write an offer as a buyer in North Carolina, you have the option to offer due diligence money to the seller. This is what I like to think about it as is rent to the seller for them taking their house off the market for you. So as a buyer in North Carolina, you can write in an inspection period, and during that period of time, you can do whatever inspections you need to do to make sure you feel comfortable purchasing that property. And as the seller, they can't back out. They can't accept another offer from a different buyer while you're under contract. They can only accept backup offers, and those wouldn't come into effect unless you backed out of the property. So the buyer has the upper hand here. They can back out at any point. You don't even have to have a reason. So to put some skin in the game for those buyers, we have what's called due diligence money. So it's a check that you would write directly to the seller when you go under contract. So once the seller accepts your offer, you give them your due diligence check with their name on it. They can go cash that check. The money is theirs. You have your inspection period. Say you have a 30-day inspection period. If you were to back out during those 30 days, then that seller still gets to keep that due diligence money. That's their money to keep. If you close on the property, that money will come out of the purchase price. So you do get it back at closing. It isn't like, say you're buying a $300,000 house. If you put down $1,000 in due diligence money, it doesn't mean you're spending $301,000 on the house. You would still spend $300,000. It would just be $299 at closing day, if that makes sense. So that's what due diligence money is. It's like rent for taking the house off the market, saying thank you. It's a risk for a seller to accept an offer with a long due diligence period. That's your inspection period, because they are trusting that you're buying the house. They might be getting ready to move themselves, and that time period is, crucial. If you end up not buying the house and they have to relist it, they just lost X amount of days of the house being on the market. Especially in the market we're in right now, where less listings are sitting a little bit longer. A long due diligence period is kind of risky for a seller. So offering that due diligence money is what allows buyers to kind of negotiate and get the inspection length of time that they would like. The second term that we have here in North Carolina is called earnest money. This is also a check that you write up front. So right when you go under contract, you'll write your earnest money check and your due diligence check. The earnest money goes in a trust account at the attorney's office. So in North Carolina, we engage an attorney when you go under contract, and they are the ones who run your title search, and that's where we will sign the paperwork on closing day. They'll have everything ready, and you go to the attorney's office and sign. And so with an attorney being involved, they are the ones who will hold the earnest money check. When you write an offer here in North Carolina, you have your due diligence period, which is that all-encompassing inspection period. We don't have contingency dates, so we don't have like this day financing will be done, this day the home inspection will be done. Some states work like that. We just have an all-encompassing due diligence period where you're getting your inspections and your financing together and everything like that. So usually there is some time between the end of due diligence and closing day. So a pretty common one is 30 days due diligence, 30-day inspection period with a 45-day close, or 21 days due diligence with a 30-day close. So if we're looking at 21 days due diligence with a 30-day close, at the end, at 5 p.m. on the 21st day, your due diligence period is over. So if you were to back out between day 21 at 5 p.m. and closing day, your earnest money is on the line. So if you say 2 days before closing your financing falls through and you have to back out, you still have every right to do that. You can back out the second before you sign the paper. But the seller is then entitled to your earnest money. So that check would come out of the trust account and go to the seller. So those are just a couple of terms we have here in North Carolina that are easy to confuse. It's nice to hear what they mean a few times, so I thought I'd make this video for clients and even new realtors getting their license. So I hope this helps. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.